Get ready to hold on, because this is about to be a roller coaster ride, boys. I'm just gonna break them off. Oh! I got him. I got him. Oh. Big difference. Which one is better? It's a little windy today, which means I'm gonna be taking my inflatable boat out into the mangroves to my secret little honey hole that I've been dying to fish. So you're in the Florida Keys and it's a little windy. What do? If your boat is 25 foot or less, sometimes going off the reef's edge and fishing offshore can be a little tough when the wind is blowing, 16, 17, 18 knots. Anything over that, it gets pretty choppy and you're just gonna get beat up. So what do you do when you come down to the Florida Keys? It's your vacation time and it's windy. We're gonna do one of my very favorite things, which is mangrove fishing. And you can get mangrove snapper, snook, tarpon, big grunts, just all sorts of delicious eating fish. And the way that you find these mangrove spots is you can go on like Google Earth and just look at all of these cuts all up in here, everywhere. These are all good. These are good. These are good. There are just cuts everywhere. If the water's a little deeper, put your boat out, put a chum bag out. Snappers will come through there. And the one thing that I will recommend is you want a current. When you're mangrove fishing, you want there to be a current. So if it's going high tide, going low tide, that's usually a good time. And in this video, we're gonna be taking my inflatable fishing boat, brand new inflatable boat, and we're gonna be up here in Key Largo, which is the very first key in the Florida Keys. If you ever wanna buy a house down here, you better hit me up. And we are gonna be fishing out here on all these mangrove cuts out here. And stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to be doing a barracuda versus snapper. Which one tastes better, barracuda or snapper? The results are going to be very interesting, but let's get to fishing. Hey bud, you want to eat some fish tonight, buddy? There's a big mangrove snapper that I've seen out there, like a big fat juicy one, and I want to do a little taste test. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek. Where is it at? Okay, I got tomatoes, I got a red chili, tomato sauce, coconut milk, chili powder, some nice bread. I already have a recipe in my head. And this bag right here, you know what this is? This is barracuda, a big fat juicy barracuda that we caught in the last video. I want to compare barracuda to a mangrove snapper. What's better, snapper or barracuda? That's going to be a controversial one. So what we're going to do is right now I'm going to go out, we're going to catch a snapper, hopefully, fingers crossed. Then we're going to come back here and we're going to cook the barracuda and the snapper the same exact way. And we're going to see which one tastes better. But that means we got to catch ourselves a mangrove snapper. Can we do it? I really wish that I had my inflatable boat many months ago because it's been windy almost every day for the last 4 months now. It's been crazy. And if I would have had this boat, I would have been able to make a lot more videos. Oh, you guys hear that? Fighter jet. Holy mackerel. That was crazy. You guys see how hard that flag is blowing? Man, it's another windy day. But our SeaEagle boat is perfect for windy days because we can just creep up in the mangroves, get all snug and cozy, and look for a fish in there. And what we're gonna use for bait is a little unconventional, or I don't know. It's not really a bait people use in the backcountry, but I am looking forward to using it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is, there we have, is that it? All right, so this is a bag of kingfish, and this is a bag of tuna. This is blackfin tuna, and I say that we use it for snapper bait. Throw our cooler on there. I'm gonna deck it out with some stuff. We'll put, before we load a bunch of gear on this boat, we will push it to the water. By the way, this is the fish skiff 16. It's a 16-foot inflatable boat by SeaEagle, and it comes in many different package options. You can get electric engine on it, or you can get a Honda, or you can put whatever engine on it you want. You can get it with a canopy top. You can get it with a 2-seater or a 3-seater. It has a ton of options. So if you want to check out one of these things, I will link it in the video description below. Click on that link and you can see all the different ways you can build this boat. And it is so light, like I can pick it up with one hand. I can just push it right to the water. You can deflate it, fit it in the back of your truck. You can pretty much take it anywhere. You can launch it from the side of the road. So, you know, if you're coming to the Keys and you just want to do some good old simple fishing, you don't have to bring a whole boat down here. You know, you just, sometimes the simplest things in life are just better. So there we go, pretty much ready to launch. I just noticed some pilchards swimming around right off my dock. And pilchards are great bait. They're kind of better when they're alive, but I am going to cast net some, and we're gonna use it for chunk bait. If you have a good idea of keeping pilchards alive on the fish skiff on our beautiful inflatable boat, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. What is the best way for me to keep live baits alive on that boat? Maybe like a bucket with a bubbler in it? I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm gonna turn this GoPro on and let's throw that net. Yeah, baby, we got the bait. Look at all that bait. So lots of pilchards. These are going to be awesome for just taking a handful of them and chucking them in the mangroves, get the fish real fired up. So I got everything ready to go. Here's our bag of tuna. It's almost completely defrosted. I'll just put that in the bag of bait, the bait bucket we can call it. Now this right here is my anchor stick, which is exactly what it sounds like. You just stick it in the ground, and that's what we use for an anchor. I absolutely love it. And of course, the SeaEagle has these clips here where it just perfectly pops in. And the other side has clips too, and that is where my paddle is, which is the backup paddle in case the engine fails, which I don't think is gonna happen. What else we got on here? Oh yeah, let me show you my rigs and then we'll go fishing. So we're going to be using very light action today. This is the Carbonex 500 and this is the Captain 2000. These are both PC Fun reels. PC Fun is an awesome sponsor of the channel, just like SeaEagle, and you can get 18% off if you use code SFFC18 at PCFun.com. I absolutely love these reels. The Carbonex 500, I got 8-pound braid on it, so super light action. This one, I have 12-pound mono on it, so still super light action, but a little beefier. And both rods I just have going to a circle hook, and that's it. I'll just put these rods just on the floor for now. I do have rod holders, but I'll do that later. Of course, this black bag is my camera bag. I'll just put that right here. This green bag is my safety bag. I just have like fire extinguisher, flare gun, first aid kit, all my registration paperwork, tourniquet, flares, got my EPIRB. We also have another safety leash on here, which actually I will put this on here. Yeah, there we go. Before, in the last video, I was clipping this to my pants, but now I can clip it to my wrist, and that way if I fall off the boat, the engine will turn off. Which also reminds me, here is my life jacket, and I am going to put that on right now. So, see, how do I do this? Wait, how do I do this? Oh yeah, just wear it like a backpack. Perfect. Snip, snap, I'm clipped in and I'm ready for a good time. I think I got everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got everything. And the very last thing I want to show you is my tackle box, which is just kind of like a ammo box and very simple. I have some leaders, 12-pound, 15-pound, and 10-pound leaders, line cutters, and then some hooks. These are the circle hooks, the number 2 circle hooks. I absolutely love these. Saltwaterfishingchannel.com. All of our tackle is rigged up in the USA, and shipped out of the USA. We have our warehouse here in Florida. If you get my tackle, not only are you helping local Floridians, but you're also helping my channel so I can make more of these videos. SouthFloridaFishChannel.com. We also have these stinger tips, which is a J-hook on a piece of wire to a swivel. If you run into some sharks or some toothy barracudas, tie one of these on and you are good to go. We have over 200 fishing rigs on our website. Check those out. Tackle box will go here. And now, fishing time. So you will notice I have this inflatable fishing boat on these wheels. These are from SeaEagle, and I'm going to push it in, and once it's a little deeper, I'm just going to take the strap off and pull the wheels out, and then we'll put the wheels back on land. Everyone in the comments have been asking me, how do I like this inflatable fishing boat? This is the first inflatable fishing boat I have ever owned. It is not the first one I've ever fished on, and I will say it is past my expectations so far. Super stable. It drafts very thin. I can go pretty much into like 3 inches of water, I think, with this boat, and it looks good. From all the fishing inflatable boats that I've seen on the market, this one actually looks good. The other ones that I've seen look a little funny. I think you guys know what I mean. There, took off my shoes because we do not need shoes where we're going. I'll leave these up here. FYI, I don't have any sandals. I really need to get some sandals. It's been like 4 months now and I'm walking around wearing shoes. Like what? So we're gonna just lift it up. She's gonna roll in for us. And now I am going to take the wheels off. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but that right there is the carcass of a barracuda that I caught in the last video. And this is the barracuda we're gonna be taste testing later. Ooh, he's a stinky one. All right, we're taking the strap off of the wheels. I have gotten so much better at doing this. The first like 2-3 times you do this, it's a little confusing, and then as long as you do it in the right order, it's very simple. So that's the strap, and then the wheels, they just come right off. I'll leave those up here for when we get back. All aboard. First thing we're gonna do is drop the anchor in. Wait, not the anchor. We're gonna drop the engine in, I mean. So to do that, you lift it forward, pull that notch, click clack, and she is in and good to go. Now, one of my viewers gave me an absolutely amazing tip, and they make these tiller extenders that go on the end of your throttle. They make it about maybe like 2.5 feet bigger, which is gonna make it a lot easier to use while sitting. So I might get one of those and let you guys know how much I like it. But all right, boat is in neutral. Push to pull. We'll do a couple pulls with the choke. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh my God, this is fishing like made easy. You don't burn any gas. Everything is light and easy to handle. You don't need a trailer. You don't need all that stuff. And of course, safety first. We'll put on our little leash in case we fall off the boat, which would be pretty funny. I think you guys would enjoy watching that. Leash is on. Put the boat in reverse. Give it a little gas. All right. Reverse. And we're off to the races. It's a little windy out here. Put it in forward, and we're off. So the engine is still in a break-in period, which means I can't run full throttle on it yet, but I kind of want to go full throttle. What do you guys think? Should we give it a little taste, a little Need for Speed? Let's do it. All right. Shh, don't tell anyone about this. We'll just do it once. All right. Just for a second, just to see how fast we go. Oh shit. All right. Oh. Okay, that was only maybe like 50% throttle right there. Okay, that was interesting. All right, I'm not gonna push it too hard. I'll do a whole separate video where we speed trial this sucker and try to do some really cool things with it. But anyways, I'll see you guys when I get to the fishing spot. All right, we have reached the entrance of the mangroves where it is a no motor zone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the engine off. Push that. All right, engine is off. Now we will tilt it up. There we go. Engine is up. I will use this paddle here to bring me the way that I want to go. Now it is very windy today, so this is going to be a good test. All right, we made it. This is the promised land. So around the Keys, we have all these beautiful, beautiful flats. If you can just take a look, it is luscious green grass. Usually only get to these places on things like this because they are no motor zones. Obviously, you got to paddle in here or push pole or use a trolling motor. Sometimes a trolling motor can be a little difficult though because it is so shallow. I mean, some of these spots it's only about 4 or 5 inches deep that a trolling motor wouldn't work in that situation. So I think we got a pretty cool little gig here. So what I am doing now is I'm slowly creeping along these mangroves, and at the mangroves it's usually a little deeper in those pockets, and if there's mangrove snappers, they will come, you'll see them actually swimming around. Sometimes they will come out to investigate and to see what's going on out here. And sometimes a little trick that I like to do is like these pilchards that we caught earlier, I'll throw them in there, just like, and I'll just watch. Now the hope is that there's mangrove snappers that start eating them. I don't see any. I do not see any snappers eating my fish. So we will continue our search. Let's throw a few more fish right in there. I'm not gonna lie, this was supposed to be the honey hole. But it's okay. All that means is we're just gonna keep on looking. We got plenty. We got miles and miles of mangroves to check out. So I'm gonna start paddling around and get back to you guys when I find a good spot. All right, I found a very narrow passage. I don't even know if I'm gonna fit through here, but we're gonna give it a try. But I saw some snappers kind of swimming this way, which got me really excited. I'm gonna have to kind of like force my way through here, I think. Really gotta pull ourselves. Oh, there's a mangrove right there. He's about a 10-inch snapper. I want something a little bit bigger. We're looking for that like 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, there's a bunch of snapper right here, right in front of me. Holy smokes, some of those are keepers. Here, I don't know if you guys can see these snappers. Can you see them? He's right, that's a nice one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 6 pretty nice snappers right here. They're all looking at me like I'm on drugs, but I promise you I'm not. Ooh, do you see him? I don't know if you guys can see him, but that is dinner right there. That is dinner. Okay, I've actually been wanting to use this new tool that I got. One of you guys sent it to me. This is a gift from a subscriber. Oh, okay, as you can tell, we are in a tight spot. But check this out. So this right here, it's a clamp. And I can clamp it, like, I don't know, let's just say to these branches, right? Okay, I clamped it to this branch, and then I can tie it to the boat. It's a very convenient, like, little clamp anchor. Yeah, there we go. There it is. Our clamp tied to here, which is gonna keep us in the perfect spot. And through all of my commotion, I no longer see any snapper. I must have scared them away with, oh, no, I see them. All right, so I'm gonna take a couple of these pilchards, and we're just gonna chum the water up a bit, see how the fish react to them. We'll see what happens here. Oh, he's looking at it. The snapper is looking at it. Yep, he just ate it. All right, perfect. All right, guys, I am not kidding. huge mangrove snapper just showed up. This is going to be hard to fight a snapper in these mangroves because I really don't have much room. I'm going to start off with my bigger rod, 12-pound mono, because I just saw like a 20-inch mangrove snapper. I mean, he was a dog. So what I'm going to do now, and this is the trick that'll get you to catch fish. We're not even going to use the tuna. We're just going to use these pilchard chunks for now. Crush the pilchards in half. If you throw them whole like I did earlier, half of them are going to float. And you want them to be crunched up so they sink. We want to make a nice little pile of them. Oh, there are some really nice snapper. I'm kind of freaking out right now. This is like heaven right now. All right, so we crunched up a bunch of them. Let's find a big one. I want to put a big one on my hook. All right, this is a big, fat, juicy one. Where's my hook? Okay, here's our circle hook, and I'm just gonna hide the hook kind of in the pilchard, just like that. Yeah, that's fine, just like that. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a handful, I'm gonna chuck them out there, and the snapper are gonna freak out. There's some big ones back there. So we'll chuck these. Now I'm gonna chuck mine and get ready to hold on because this is about to be a roller coaster ride, boys. Oh, perfect throw, perfect throw. No, a little one ate mine. I got him. Fish on, fish on. A schoolmaster. He's actually pretty deep. He's an okay size, but we want them big ones. Look at that, a beautiful, I believe this is a schoolmaster or a dog snapper. He was perfectly hooked in the side of his mouth. Look at that beautiful fish. All right, we're gonna let him go. We're gonna try that again. Now, unfortunately, sometimes this small snapper will grab your bait. But you know what? That's the name of the game. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. All right, my bait is ready. I'll chuck out a couple of chunks. Here comes my chunk. That was a bad throw. Little snapper tried to get it, but I pulled it away. Here we go. Perfect shot. I'm on. Oh! Okay, see, that's the problem I was worried about. A big snapper just grabbed it. It actually snapped my line. Okay. All right, guys, I am gonna get situated a little bit better, and then I will get the cameras rolling again. All right, we're back at it again. I got a new circle hook tied on, a nice big old juicy bait. I'm using a whole pilchard this time because I tried throwing some whole ones and they're still going for it. This is tough because the mangroves go right into these roots as soon as they eat it. So let's see. Oh no. No, I suck. I got my hook caught in the tree. I suck so much. All right, don't worry. This is why I have two rods. Okay. Again, I have to remind people, I am not a professional. Okay, I'm gonna try something crazy. What happens if you put 3 pilchards on one hook? All right. 3 pilchards, 1 hook, and 1 big dream. He's looking at it. No, the little one's eating it. Oh, the big one's looking at it. Come on, buddy, suck it down. Oh, he ate it. He ate it. Oh, what happened? Okay, I got my hook back. Good news. All right, fishing in these very tight mangrove spots is proving to be a lot more difficult than I thought. I think we might have to move spots. You know what I need? I need a mini fishing pole. You know those really small fishing poles? That would be good with like some 20-pound braid so I could force them out of the roots. I think we got a video idea for the future, but for now, I'm gonna move spots. As you can see, I have a lot more open space around me, so my fishing poles won't get tangled in everything. And I've whipped out the tuna, so we have fresh tuna chunks, chunked pilchards. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw some chunks over there. And I'm gonna throw some chunks behind me, kind of a little bit everywhere, because I'm gonna put one fishing pole over there and one fishing pole over there. Now, a really cool thing that I like about this setup is I can switch the angle of my rod holder mounts, so I can take it out, angle it out this way. So now I can put my fishing pole facing that way, and I can swivel my seat around to face this way. Oh yes. So now I can fish both of the, like this whole side of the boat in extreme comfort. I'm gonna put a nice chunk of tuna on this rod, and I'll just toss that, oh, I don't know, how about right over there? So I'll put that rod in the rod holder, and then this rod, I'm just going to use, I'm gonna hold this rod, so I'm gonna put a chunk of tuna on this rod too. Now I can relax. I'm already getting bit on this rod here. Fish on, boys. Oh, he's going under the boat. Fish on, fish on. Yes. Oh, look at him. That is a beautiful mangrove snapper. Oh, he's a chunky monkey too, but he's well, let's see how big he is. All right, look at that perfect hook in the side of the mouth. Now, you guys know that I love getting bit by these guys, so I'm going to be very careful with him. I'm going to measure him. He is about 9.5 inches. Oh. He splashed me on the way out. In Florida state waters down here in the Florida Keys, a keeper mangrove snapper only has to be 10 inches. So even though he was small, he was almost legal. Oh, we got another fish on, another fish on. It's funny, he actually bit behind me. Oh, boys, holy snap. Okay, hold on a second. This is good news. This is very good news. Oh my God, guys, hold on, freaking out. Okay, some really big snappers just showed up. And the crazy thing is, I have a snapper hooked, and they're swimming up to it like Mahi would, right? Please eat it, please eat it, please eat it, buddy, please eat it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this rod in the rod holder. I'm gonna get this fish in. That was crazy though. A ton of really big snapper came out there. Now I just gotta get them to bite my hook. Check out this beautiful, I believe this is a dog snapper. Or is it a schoolmaster? Please correct me in the comments, or tell me which one this is. Beautiful fish, beautiful, beautiful. That's a sexy little. All right, he gets to go free. Oh, he's still on there. That's a big fish. That's a big fish. Okay. Of course, I'm tangled in my lines. Okay. Well, boom, boom. Okay, we are untangled. We're untangled. Good. Oh, that's a big snapper. Okay, all right. We got a big snapper on, boys. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the anchor, and we're gonna actually go over there because he's caught in the mangrove roots. I don't know about you guys, but I'm stoking. Okay, I got the anchor. Okay, now, oh my God, this is going to be epic. All right, how am I gonna do this? Yeah, I'm gonna put the nose of the boat into the mangroves, and I'm gonna try to pull them out with the net. All right, it's working. I'm actually gonna use this paddle here to help me a bit. Now the great thing, oh my God, that's a big fish. Oh, come on, baby. Let me get in there. Now the good thing about these circle hooks is once they're in, they're usually in the fish pretty good. Okay, here we got the fishing pole problem. Oh my God, that's a good snapper. I gotta get in there. Okay, how do we get in there? Holy smokes, it's a monster. I don't know how I'm gonna get in there. Get in the net! No! Shit, where'd he go? There he is. Swim into the net, buddy. I'm just gonna break him off. Oh! I got him. I got him. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Nice, I got all my line out too. Oh, we did it. We freaking did it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna regroup here for a second. I'm gonna put this anchor down again just to hold us in place. Okay, note to future self, I have way too much stuff on the boat. I am going to try to condense the emergency bag and the camera bag and some other stuff all into one case that I can keep at the back of the boat, so that way I'm not tripping over everything. When I like a nice open free workspace platform. Oh my God. We did it, boys. Look at this mangrove snapper. He's currently extremely upset, and I don't want to take him out of the net. Look how wide he is. I got big hands, and he's just a slob monster. This is so epic. All right, looks like we're gonna find out what's better, barracuda or mangrove snapper. We're gonna do a taste test. You guys probably can't see what I'm seeing because of the glare on the water, but there's like 20 very happy mangrove snappers down there. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I definitely got one of the bigger ones. So that was epic, you know. Getting them fired up with bait, chumming like how I'm doing right now, that is a big secret, I think, to really getting a good bite, is get them excited, get them rocking and rolling, and then you can't miss. Unfortunately, the name of the game requires you to put the fish out of their suffering. Also, you really got to watch out. They will bite you, and when a snapper bites you, it does hurt. Look at that slob. All right, so we're gonna cut his throat, and we're gonna bleed him out in this bucket because it's just better meat. All right, we got our thick boy bled out nicely, and we're gonna put him under some ice. Get him nice and cooled down. And you know what? If the fish is gonna be cooling down, I should probably be cooling down too. Let's see. Corona, sparkling water, or a Red Bull. The choices have never been tougher. Sparkling water. You know, before we go back home, I'm just gonna sit here, enjoy my drink, really soak up that sun. This could be you. Inflatable fishskiff 16 by SeaEagle. You can deflate it, roll it up, fit it in the back of your truck. Not even in the truck bed. You could fit it inside of your truck or van or car, whatever you got. Go wherever you want to drop it in, inflate it at the boat ramp with the electric pump that it comes with. Drop her on in and find yourself some mangrove snapper. I'm gonna finish my drink now and then head back home, and I'll see you guys in the kitchen. Home sweet home. Got the SeaEagle strapped up. I got the wheels on it, and I figured I'd film this part to show you guys how easy it is to pull this thing out. And this is muddy bottom that it's on. This is not a concrete or a paved boat ramp at all. So if you're at a boat ramp, this will be even easier. But to demonstrate, one hand, can I pull it out? I'm actually not sure if I can do it with one hand, just because it's muddy and those tires grip. Okay, yeah, nope, I can do it. There we go. Oops. All right, I should trim the engine up higher because I felt it scraping there. One more click up. Yeah, that's perfect, just like that. And that's it. And even the gravel, it rolls right over the gravel without a problem. And the guys over at SeaEagle actually were a little unsure if the wheels were going to be able to handle the gravel, but yeah, it handles it perfect. So before I put the SeaEagle back up in there, I'm going to spray it down with some fresh water, rinse the whole thing off, clean our fish, and I'm about ready to do some cooking. Also, a little spoiler alert, I have lights getting installed. So I'm gonna have lights to light up the cutting board, the dock, and the entire backyard is going to be lit up like a damn Christmas tree. So I can have maybe some parties, something fun. I can invite people over and it's not a black dungeon, because right now it's pretty much pitch black out here. Pretty much this whole boat can just get completely soaked. And the nice thing about it, it's self-bailing, so all the water that you spray on the boat just runs right off the back. So even if you took a really big wave over the boat, it shouldn't sink. You guys think we should test that theory out one day? Where's that big old chunk of meat at? I know he's in here somewhere. Whoo! Man, I tell you what, the GoPro does not do justice how big this snapper is. Just look at him compared to a tall boy. He's fat. Hey, buddy. Check out what I got. Yeah. Time to do a little bit of filleting. So just run your knife up into his head so you get all that meat up in his head. Take the knife and run it down his back. Wow, he is filleting perfectly. And before we fillet this side off, we're gonna outline this side, because that just makes it a lot easier. All right, we'll flip them back and finish this side off. Whoo, I can already tell you this is gonna be the perfect fillet. Heiko, you have really outdone yourself once again. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, that is the perfect fillet. Nothing is left on that fish. Big shout out to Utica USA Knives. We're going to be selling these on southfloridafishingchannel.com real soon with our own custom engraving. They're going to be awesome, and I cannot wait to share those guys or these knives with y'all. So please keep an eye out for that announcement, but maybe in about a month. Now we are going to skin them, and we're going to put them straight into the bag. That way the fillet never touches the cutting board. So run your knife between the skin and the meat, and voila, that is a clean looking piece of meat. I don't think it gets any better than that. There's our skin. What do y'all think? Is this going to taste better than Barracuda, or is the Barracuda going to taste better? I am genuinely excited to find out the answer to that question. Hey, Elliot, you want some of this, buddy? Come here. Yeah, good boy. And now we're in the kitchen with our beautiful slabs of mangrove snapper, and what I have in this pocket of goodness is the barracuda, and we have it laying in this foil packet smothered in this sauce. So let me show you how I made this sauce real quick if you haven't seen the last video. Voila! And just like that, we got a little over half an onion chopped up, tomato and a half chopped up, and like maybe 6 garlic knot clove thingies. We'll go ahead and add these to our bowl here. You know what? We forgot to chop up the red chili. Chili going in. Watch out below. All right, now we have 3 more ingredients: coconut milk, chili powder, and strained tomatoes straight from Italy. Meow. Let's just pour some of this tomato juice in there. One more thing that I think would be really good would be the South Florida Fishing Channel Fish and Game Seasoning, the Reaper. This has a nice kick to it. This just seems like a dish that could benefit off of a little bit of Reaper. Oh yeah, that's some fresh sauce. So what we're gonna do now is put the mangrove snapper fillets in this foil pocket that I made. Shazam! Kablam! First things first, we're gonna add a little bit of salt on the fish. Okay, and now we are going to add our sauce. Onions, garlic, fresh tomatoes, that creamy coconut milk, the nice spice of that pepper and chili. Ooh. And of course the Reaper. We're doing it right. All right, now we're gonna close up our pocket. Wow, okay. There's a lot of juice in this pocket. Oh baby, that right there is 2 beautiful, sexy pockets of fish. And while the fish is cooking, we're gonna take this beautiful piece of, how do you say it? Ciabatta bread? Ciabatta? Where's my phone? Hey Siri, how do you say ciabatta bread?
Sure. Translate into which language?
English. Wait, I don't think Siri understands what I'm asking. Siri, say ciabatta bread. Why won't you just say it?
Ciabatta.
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 All right. We're gonna put this beautiful piece of ciabatta bread right into the oven. Get it nice and crispy. It has been about like 35-40 minutes, and we can see it's bubbling in there. We'll take a fork and just stab the fish. Oh, the fish is flaking apart, so we know it's cooked. All right, this is good news. All right, we got the snapper right off the grill, steaming hot. How's it look? Oh, it is flaky, white, beautiful, sensational snapper meat. Holy moly, that looks juicy. How is this gonna compare to the barracuda? We're gonna find out right now. Here we have some beautiful mangrove snapper. We're gonna give it a try, and then we're gonna see how it compares to the barracuda. It's gonna blow my mind if the barracuda is better, but I think it's gonna be hard to beat this just succulent, juicy little snapper. It looks hot, but I'm going for it. Here we go. Big difference. See, I already tried some of the barracuda. This is the barracuda right here. Big difference. So I'll tell you right now, the barracuda is it's a much more firm fish. I don't want to say it's drier, but it's definitely, the snapper is very soft and it just melts in your mouth. Which one is better? That is a tough question. I'm going to have to try some more. Oh, my job is so difficult. I have to just stuff fresh, delicious fish in my mouth. Okay, snapper, barracuda. You can see the barracuda holds its shape much better. It's a very firm fish. Let's try some on a piece of bread. Oh, Elliot, what are you doing there, buddy? My cat is trying to knock over the studio lights. That's a naughty little kitty cat. All right, there we go. Beautiful bite of some mangrove snapper in that creamy tomato base with the onions and the chili and the garlic. The flavors are explosive. Yes. I have come to a conclusion, and I don't know if you guys are gonna like this or not, but this is my honest conclusion about the mangrove snapper versus the barracuda served this way in a tomato base on bread. I think that they are both equally good. I think that if you gave someone a blind taste test, 50% of people are gonna prefer the softer fish, and the other 50% are gonna prefer firmer fish. Yeah, the barracuda is kind of like, it's kind of like wahoo in terms of firmness. A lot of people like that. I think it's a straight up 50-50. If I had to pick one, like if I could only have one right now, I would pick the mangrove snapper, because mentally it's easier to eat for me, because I know I just cleaned my cooler on the boat and I had to smell that barracuda. So it's like psychological warfare going on in my head right now. Like, why does it taste so good? That's barracuda. And that's the only thing that's kind of turning me off from it. But other than that, they're both really freaking good. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video all the way to the end. It helps so much. And big shout out to this channel's sponsors, SeaEagle and PC Fun. A final update, if you order anything on SouthFloridaFishingChannel.com, it now puts you in our monthly giveaway where we give away things like fishing tackle, fishing trips, electric fishing reels, spinning reels, and just fishing tackle backpacks, just a ton of fishing gear. So if you want to get into our monthly giveaways, all you have to do now is order something on SouthFloridaFishingChannel.com. For every $1 you spend, it gets you one entry into our monthly giveaway, which we live stream once a month. And that's it. Thank you guys, and cheers.